Ohio. Izmir, the third most populated. About 3 million people by assessment for 2019. The city in Turkey and the second largest port of the country after Istanbul. Is the administrative center of the province Izmir. In antiquity in the territory of Izmir there was the Greek Smyrna, that is the city by one of the most ancient in the Mediterranean basin. Up to slaughter of 1922 his population was mainly Greek and Christian. After the basis of the Republic of Turkey, the city became her important industrial and cultural center, attracting a huge number of immigrants from Anatolia. Traditionally it is considered the most liberal Turkish city. Geography. The city is located in the west of Turkey, at east coast of the Aegean Sea, on the bank of the Gulf of Izmir, in which perfectly protected port is equipped. The typical Mediterranean climate is characteristic of the city. The city is surrounded with low mountainous hills. City agglomeration is located in the mouth of the river Meals, which is the main source of fresh water. The climate of Izmir is Mediterranean with warm, dry summer and cool, rainy winters. The total number of rainfall in a year makes about 650 mm. Rainfall drops out mainly in the winter. There are frosts and snowfalls. In separate years temporary snow cover is formed. History. Throughout the entire period of the existence the city had saturated history, enduring the periods of blossoming and falling. In his territory there was an antique city of Smyrna whose church appears in John the Evangelist's Revelation as one of 7 churches of the Apocalypse. Despite constant change of governors, especially in the Middle Ages, the population remained mainly Greek and Christian, and the city was the center of the Smyrnsky Metropolitanate of the Constantinople Patriarchy up to slaughter of 1922. Turetsky period. The settlement on the place of the city existed in 300 years BB. And probably an earlier. At the end of the 2 millennium BB, under the pressure of Doriets from the European Greece, the Eliets colonizing the coast near Smyrna, and also, a bit later, Ionians were transported through the Aegean Sea. Soon Smyrna passed from Eliets to Ionians. In 133 BB the city together with all kingdom passed under the power of Rome and became the capital of the Roman province Asia. With decline of the Roman civilization, Smyrna, as well as other cities of the Roman Empire, fell into decay. During the early Byzantine era the city remained a large religious and economic center, but decreased in sizes and never reached the level of similar to Roman anymore. In 1076 Smyrna was conquered by the Seljuks. In 1102 the city and the neighboring area were returned to the Byzantine Empire. In 1204, after capture of Constantinople by Crusaders and fall of Byzantium, the city was occupied by Knights Ioanitomi, but in several years the Nicaean Empire returned the city. Till 1261 Smyrna was the most important port of Low Asian possession of the empire, but Nymphisky contract 1261 actually transferred the power into the jurisdiction of Genoa. It's a result of the actual loss of navy and ongoing distempers. The power of the restored Byzantium everywhere in Asia Minor sharply weakened also by 1300 Smyrna, as well as practically all Greek cities of Asia Minor. Turks Mehmed Bey took in a dense ring of an overland siege. Several years the city held the account of transportation of food from the sea while Turks had no fleet. Without having sufficient demographic resources and support of the local Greek population, Genosis in 1317 handed over the top fortress of Smyrna to Palaeokostra to Turks. In 1402 the city was occupied by Tamerlan. Smyrna was recaptured by Ottoman Turks off local Aegean Turks at the beginning of the 16th century. In the Ottoman Empire, Smyrna was the capital of a special Pachalik, and since 1864 the Vilayet of Aydin. Up to the beginning of the 20th century, Christians, Greeks and Armenians continued to make most of the population of the city, therefore Muslims call them the Jair Izmir. Incorrect. Smyrna is a result of defeat of the Ottoman Empire in World War I on May 15, 1919. Smyrna was occupied by the Greek troops according to Article 7 of Madrusky Truce. According to the Sèvres Peace Treaty of 1920, she had to depart to Greece. However, the Turkish nationalists didn't recognize the contract. On August 26, 1922, the Turkish army broke through the Greek positions. On September 6, the receding Greek army entered Smyrna. Every other day she finished the evacuation, which demanded all cash ships. Meanwhile in Smyrna, except the local Greek and Armenian population, a large number of the Greek refugees from the areas of Ionia occupied by Turks crowded. On September 9, the city was entered by the Turkish army led by Mustafa Kemal. Immediately the Massachusetts slaughter of the Christian population, which crowned burning of the city, began. In 1912, Greeks minus people, Turks minus 96250 people, Jews minus 16450 people, Armenians minus 7628 people, others minus 51872 people lived in the city. Slaughter and the Greek-Turkish exchange of the population of 1923 caused sharp change of religious and ethnic structure of Izmir. The city became almost completely Muslim and Turkish. Names and etymology. The name Izmir, the transfer on Turkish from the original Greek name Smyrna and Smyrni. In medieval times people used Smir, Smira, Asmira, Ismira, who turned later in Turkish into Izmir, originally written with the alphabet of the Ottoman Empire. In ancient Anatolia, the name of the area is mentioned in some block tones of level 2 on the name T Smyrna, from the Assyrian colony in Kaltip. The first half of the 2 millennium BB. With a prefix T identification of a proper name, though it isn't established that it belongs to modern Izmir. On south countries, the cultures of Yourt and in background Anatolia, the Izmir area, which value was deleted almost completely from his cemeteries, is located. In the 20th century, the city in English was called Smyrna. After Turkey in 1928 accepted the Latin alphabet, Izmir was accepted on the majority of foreign languages, including in English. In Izmir there is production of buses and the BX and IVE Ticarete as trucks. In the city, one of leading universities of Turkey is located. Izmir Institute of Technology. In Izmir the following universities were created. The Ionic University, which was the first university of the city, created in 1920. It was opened at the request of the Greek government by the German mathematician of the Greek origin and a close friend of Albert Einstein, Constantine Kara-Theodori, but because of the Greek-Turkish War the university never worked. The Aegean University, founded in 1955. The Dokut Salil University. Founded in 1982. The Izmir Economic University, which was founded by Chamber of Commerce of Izmir in 2002. The Yashar University, which was founded by the Yasar Holding Company in 2001. The School of Foreign Languages is in the central region of Al-Sandak, and the main campus Selçuk Yasar is in Bornov. The University of Izmir, which was founded in 2007, however it was closed in 2016. The Katipa Çelebi University, founded in 2010. The Sifa University, founded in 2010. The university was closed in 2016. The International Schools in Izmir. School of Embassy of Ankara, office in Izmir. The German School. Italian School of Elementary and Younger School of Smyrna. Transport. Long distance and international transport. Air transport. In Izmir there is an international airport. Railway transport. The railway station Al-Sandak in Izmir was opened in 1858 as the terminal station of the line Izmir-Aydin, the oldest railway line of Turkey and the second in age railway line in the Ottoman Empire after the line Cairo-Alexandria. 1856. In Ottoman Eyalet of Egypt. Intracity transport. In Izmir there is an intracity bus network and 2 lines of the tram which aren't connected among themselves. City ferries. In the Gulf of Izmir there is a city ferry traffic which is carried out by municipality of Izmir of Kars Yakabi Irakal Alsan Kankakot Steep. Subway. In Izmir there is a subway opened on August 25, 2000 and consisting of 1 line on which 17 stations are located. Izli rail system. In Izmir there is a line of the city Izban electric train consisting of 36 stations. One of stations services the airport. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.